Come with me and turn more of my characters into light-up masks. I start with a tinfoil base, and I take my time and make sure the shape is exactly how I want it. This will save a lot of grief when I go on to paper-mache. All the details like nose and ears I'll make separately and then hot glue them down. I find that easier than trying to do it all with the tinfoil. Once that's attached, I mark out where I want to put the eyes, and I carefully poke my scissors through to make holes where the marbles will go. I attach them with hot glue and move on to make my paper-mache. It is a 1-to-1 water to flour ratio, and then I add some acrylic paint. I use recycled paper from when I was teaching elementary school, and here's me remembering to put some plastic down to protect my table. I find it really important to clean those eyes off right away because the paper-mache is a lot harder to get off once it dries. To add some more sculptural detail, I get my Sculpey clay and make some little noodles. I am going to do a series of trying out different homemade clays, but for now I'm going to keep using what Sculpey I have and make this process just a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. I'll pop those off and then throw them in the oven at 275 for about 10 minutes. And then I glue it down with E6000 glue. If anyone can tell me what type of crystal that is, I would appreciate it because it's just a random one from my collection. Next, I'm going to hide all the seams with some more paper-mache and clean up the crystal and the eyes one more time. After drying the piece, I move on to painting it, starting with more vibrant colors at the base, intentionally painting it more intensely than I want it to be, adding thinner layers over the top, and then building that up to get dimension. Towards the very end, I'm going in with really thin white layers just to bring out the highlights. And of course painting all the details before moving on to a Sculpey glaze. I'm going to use some more yarn for the hair, just working my way up the side of the head with some glue and layering it down. I'll give that a trim and then separate all of the yarn pieces so it looks more like hair. Last but not least, I'm going to add the lights in the back and a hanging fixture. And then I actually ended up making 4 more of these masks, and I'll show you them at the very end of the video. Here is the final results. It was a lot of fun to make, and I'm really excited to get these up on my Etsy very soon.